If you want to see every animal, piece, map and blueprint in the Planet Zoo America's Animal Pack, this is the right video. Let's check them out. The scenario map is called Casa Dom, and it's about helping Dominic Myers set up a zoo based around his pet cheetah. He's built a habitat for the cheetah, which is basically just a swimming pool surrounded by fences, and then there's some dilapidated buildings and stuff falling down. You've got to turn it into a zoo. It's kind of fun seeing a purposefully terrible zoo in Planet Zoo, so it should be fun to build that into a good zoo. I noticed as well that his cheetah is a king cheetah, so if you've struggled to get a king cheetah in the game, this is the map for you because you get one straight away. Alright, let's take a look at all the new pieces in the pack, starting with the animal signs. As they always are in the current packs, these are really good, fit in with the same art style as all the others. One for each of the 7 animals, looking good. And then there's a new reward statue as well, Coyote, which is available in the stone and then bronze, silver and gold as well. Haven't had time to complete the career mission, so you just got the stone one here. And then it's onto the building sets. The new set is called the Fiesta set. You can see some of it along here. It's based around Mexico, Central America and South America. And there's over 80 new pieces in it. You can see here a set of fabric. These are all difference and all flexi-color. Some of them are sort of geometric designs, and then some of them actually have the animals in them. You can see some Rhea there. Lots of different sizes, and as well as this style of fabric that you can see here, there's also these pieces as well. I really like these. Each channel is flexi-color, and you can see the sort of creases in them. Really well done. Use some of this in Belmont Zoo already. We got some paper kind of fans up here as well, which are nice. And along the same lines, we've also got these. So we've got some piles of confetti here. These are completely flexi-color, so that's the standard look. You can change all 4 color channels. I was disappointed when I saw these initially because they are very obviously plastic, not paper. But I looked into it and found out that actually that is what they use in zoos and theme parks for confetti, because it means that once it's been used, you can just clean it and use it again rather than throwing it away. So that's why they're plastic. Got some more decorative flowers. Already had some of these in the Zookeepers pack, so I'm not sure how useful they are. Giant sombrero, that will not be going into any of my zoos, and a more realistically sized sombrero, not sure about that either. And then behind here we've got the flags that you saw in the trailer. They don't have one for every animal, it's just these 4 animals along here. They are nice, and there is a whole load of them. Each flag is available on its own. On curved string, on straight string as part of a set. The string itself is a separate item as well. Got those down here. This isn't flexi-color, which is annoying, but to be honest, we got flexi-color string in the Zookeepers Animal Pack, so I'm not sure how many individual pieces of string we need in the game. We've got more fabric over here, and again, with all the flexi-color options, I think this could be really useful. Loads of different sizes of it, so you can have it hanging. We've got some larger pieces that you can use to decorate walls. I can certainly see myself using this in future. And finally, to complete that set is all the ingredients you need to make your own piñata. These are really nicely done, really detailed, and there's some pre-made ones for you in the blueprints, which we'll get to in a second. But it's not just this style that's in this pack. There are some other pieces which I really like. These ones here. So we got some window bars and a lamp. This is 3 separate pieces. You got the lamp itself, the lamp post, and then this piece as well, which is separate. That's really good. And if you ever wanted to make a zoo set way back in the 18 or 1900s, we now have proper bars that we can use. There's also a little window ledge, which is a nice little piece. These will be going all over Belmont Zoo. They're really good for that sort of classic vibe. And then probably my other favourite thing in this pack is at last a realistic wooden fence. How many of these have we made on the channel? Every time we need any sort of hoofstock enclosure or anything like that, always have to make them custom. We finally have some realistic wooden ones. They've even got nails in them, which I really like. Really, really detailed. You can see the imperfections in the wood and stuff. 2 different sizes of it. This random piece that you can use to sort of tie them together as well. These are going to get a lot of use. There's the ranch gate set here, 4 different size, very big wooden poles, much bigger than any others we've got. This ranch gate, which is really detailed, and loads of small metal pieces, really useful. I've used a couple of these already in Belmont Zoo. You can check that episode out. There's a link at the end of this video if you want to see it. But yeah, these are going to get a lot of use. Everything here is flexi-color, so it doesn't have to be black. You can make it more of a unpainted metal look if you want. And finally, for the new pieces in this set is some more artwork. This goes really nicely with the stuff in the South America pack. And it is, again, flexi color, so you can tie it into whatever theme you're going for. These are really useful. There's new facilities as well, so let's go and check those out. There's a new bench and bin, flexi color, so you can have it in this kind of fiesta style, or you can have it much more natural looking. This fits quite well into any classic zoos. There's also new picnic tables, again, flexi color. Now you can see some of the new blueprints here, so let's check those out. There's the big ranch gate that you'll have seen in the trailer, complete with our new special effects pieces. One fires confetti like that, and then one of them just shoots a continuous stream of confetti. Don't think I'll ever be using confetti in my zoos, but there are zoos that use it. And through here, we've got the pre-made piñatas and some flower statues, and then lots of new buildings built in this style that go really nicely, and a new shop shell as well. And there you go, that's all the new pieces and facilities in the America's Animal Pack. Onto the free update. So the total lack of any mention of a free update in the press release led many people, including myself, to believe that there wouldn't be one. So I've got good news and bad news for you. The good news is there is a free update. The bad news is that this is it. Some daffodils. They are, however, a really high quality model, and I guess anything free is good. I imagine that at this stage in the game's lifespan, it's just not financially viable for Frontier to spend lots of money making new pieces and gameplay features and then giving them away for free. One thing about the daffodils I did notice though is that there is a piece that doesn't have any flowers, it's just the stalks. And if we sink this down, we have ourselves a new grass option in the game, which is always good. Pretty sure I will use that. It's not all about the pieces though, because we've got 7 new animals in this pack. Let's go and check them out. First up, it's the Coyote, however you pronounce it in your country, looking very cool, stalking through the desert here. There are some amazing animals in this pack, but for me, the Coyote is not one of them. Pretty much exclusively held in American rescue centers or the native section of American zoos, pretty much unheard of anywhere else in the world. So not one of the ones I was most looking forward to, but this is the headliner of the pack, and it is a good model. It's been a long time since the wolves were added into the game, and the Coyote looks really different to them. Completely different fur, as well as obviously being smaller. Remodeled face. I think it's a much better model than the wolves. And obviously if you do want a Coyote in the game, I think you're going to be pleased with this one. You can see the female having a little sleep here. If you do have an American native wildlife selection or anything like that, or you want to build a rescue centre, then this is a really good choice. On to the next animal in the pack. The Bighorn Sheep. This is probably the archetypal American sheep, and it's really versatile in zoos because it lives from all the way up in the north of the USA, right the way down to the south of the USA and Mexico. So you can have it in the desert like we have here, or you can keep them in more mountain themed areas. Pretty much any North American area will work for the Bighorn Sheep, except for maybe an Everglades area or something like that. The model's really good, certainly one of the most impressive sheep, and I think for a lot of people this would probably replace the Dall sheep in pretty much any sheep habitat that you build. Females are nice as well. I like the different colouring that they have. I think my only issue with this animal is that having just got the Markhor, we have got a lot of sheep and goats and animals in that family in the game now. And if this had been a Coyote, I'd be a lot happier. Alright, time to move from the deserts of North America to the jungles of South America and the next new animal. We've been waiting for a new South American monkey for so long, and the white-faced Saki does not disappoint. I absolutely love these. These are one of my favourite animals in the pack. They are sexually dimorphic, so the males and the females look completely different, and you can see that here. The male with the classic white face and black body, and the female being brown all over. We are finally free from having to use capuchins in every build that we do that features South American monkeys, and it's amazing seeing them running and climbing around this habitat here. If you're wondering where these environments are coming from, by the way, these are all from my Planet Wild series. So this is the South American, or Central American to be precise, Corcovado. If you want to see how I built these, then check out my Planet Wild series. Alright, time for another new animal. The beautiful American flamingo. This one is going to split opinion. I know some people are like, why are we getting another flamingo? We've already got one. For me personally, I'm really excited for them because the greater flamingo that we have in the game is really pale. It's absolutely massive. It's not really the flamingo that comes to mind for most people when you say the word flamingo. The American flamingo is a lot closer to that. It's still big. I think it's the second largest flamingo, but it is a proper pinky red colour, which is exactly what you want in a flamingo as far as I'm concerned. These are going to make a much more colourful, entrance to any zoo or any sort of wetland environment that you want for them. I'm really excited to get these into a zoo. Next up, the Ocelot. This has been on people's wish lists for a long time. They are so gorgeous IRL, and Frontier have done a really good job with the model on this. So look how cute he is. With the Ocelot being added, we have a lot of cats in Planet Zoo now, and personally, I'm all for it. They can add even more cats if they want. I love cats. There's so many amazing cats in the world, and the Ocelot is one that people have been wanting for a long time. It helps with the small cat niche as well. We don't have any smaller cats that live in tropical environments. And with the Ocelot ranging all the way from the southern end of the United States down to Argentina, they fit into so many different sections in the zoo. They are really useful. I will definitely be building something for them at some point. Like the Saki monkey, it finally gives us more choice for South America as well. Since the South America pack came out, if you wanted a cat in your South American section, then you had the jaguar and that was it. Every zoo you built had to have a jaguar in it or no cat at all, so having the Ocelot as another option is brilliant. Alright, let's take a look at the next new animal. The greater Rhea is the last of the ratites to be added to the game. I think we've got a representative of all of them now. Only ones we're missing are sort of extra species like the northern cassowary or the Ethiopian ostrich, so it's great to have them here. Very popular in South American areas. Don't think they're the most accurate, the wings aren't quite right, but they look really good. It's only if they really open their wings up that you can see they should have a bit more wing than body. Probably the most disappointing of the models in this pack for me. But if the worst thing in the pack is the tops of some wings not being quite right, then I can live with that. They look pretty majestic walking through this grassland here, and they'll certainly be strong contenders for any new South American areas that I build. I've heard various people say that they've just reskinned the ostrich for this, so let's check that out. Alright, I think we can safely say it's not a reskin. There's some definite physiological differences there, apart from the obvious size difference. I think it actually looks better than the ostrich, actually, despite the fact it's not probably not quite as accurate. Kind of digging this safari park scene, actually. I always think it's funny when zoos just kind of randomly collect animals that work in a field and put them together like this. But anyway, time to see the last new animal in the America's Animal Pack. The bush dogs. What can I say about bush dogs? I absolutely love them. One of my favourite animals in the pack. Really popular in zoos in Europe, although I think they're less popular in North American zoos, but I've seen them in 3, I think, a couple in the UK, and at Prague Zoo as well. They're absolutely unique. They love water, great at swimming, they've got little webbed feet, and a really unique dog, so a lot of fun to build for. Check out how they sleep as well. How cute is that? If you want to see a lot more of these guys, then click on this video here to watch a habitat build at Belmont Zoo for the bush dogs. And that's the America's Animal Pack. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Planet Zoo. Bye.